My life. F my life. F my life.
Yes, welcome back to another round of F My Life. As Aaron's literally just walking into the building right now. You don't even have your headphones set up, huh?
Good morning. How's it going?
I'm running out into the parking lot and running back so I don't get any dead air. Not an F My Life, but still. Good morning, Aaron.
Yeah, it's nice to be here. Thanks for having me. You seem a lot more rushed than me today.
Yeah, not rushed, just trying to not have dead air. All right, you ready for F My Life? Let's bang this out.
Let's do it.
All right, here's our first situation. This one is from Tommy. Today, I had so much skin peeling off my lips that it caught in my fork as I was eating.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. I'll give F My Life on that one, but get some chapstick.
Yeah, get lots of chapstick. Ugh. All right, next situation. Today, this one is crazy. I used to work in bar. Did you know that? You should know that.
I did not know that. I don't think he ever told me that.
Oh, yeah. Well, this one's from Phil. He's a bouncer. He said, today I'm recovering from being pepper sprayed, beat with a baton, and tased and arrested for assault. I'm a bouncer and was trying to remove a drunk a-hole from the bar when police showed up. F My Life. Now, you work at a bar, you know, part owner of Dillinger Brewery.
That's right. I gotta say, we don't really get that kind of crowd in our spot, so I'm gonna get F My Life on this. Bouncer's doing his job.
Yeah.
You don't want any unruly people in your establishment, and sounds like the cops just kind of got the story wrong when they showed up.
Yeah, it looks like they were just beating everyone up and arresting everybody.
Yeah, good times.
Yep. All right, next situation from Anonymous. Today I met this girl on a party and things are going really well. We ended up getting it on in my room, and I was about to do my thing after confidently having had bragged the whole night that I was inspired by 50 Shades of Grey series. Well, guess who got whiskey D? This guy talked a big game and couldn't back it up. F My Life, Aaron.
Yeah, I think he talked himself into this one, though, but I'm going back and forth on this one. Did he cause his own problem here? But either way, situation stinks. F My Life.
Yeah, man. Again, you got to be careful talking a little too much.
Talk himself off the ledge.
That's always downplay it. I'm like,
That's right.
I'm so bad. I'm so small.
Under promise and over deliver.
Exactly. That's the way to do it. All right, next situation. Today I started my new job, and it was going well until I was asked to stand up and be introduced to the company director. I had an erection.
I'm gonna say Big Baby on this one. Everyone learns the flip trick. You know?
yeah. I would just like flip it and be like, hey, I'm very excited to have this job.
Right.
Obviously.
This guy's old enough to have a job or there's directors and stuff. He's got to have learned this at some point in his life.
It's like, you can't tell I'm excited?
Yeah.
Look at me. All right, final F My Life of the day. This one is from Samantha. Today I received my first D pic from my boyfriend. Problem is, we broke up 3 weeks ago, and his next message said, oops, sorry, wrong person.
I'm going Big Baby on that one, too. This guy's just doing this to reach out. It's an elaborate move.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I hope she's thinking of me.
Yeah, you should just write back all laughing emojis. Like, yeah, I forgot it was that small.
Forgot that's what that looked like.
All right, there's your F My Lines for the day. We got a whole lot more Beefing Presents as Aaron gets situated because he just joined the show this morning. So don't go anywhere. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA.
KFMA.com. You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Here we go! Yo! Yo, welcome back to the show. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. It's Friday morning, so you know I got my good friend Powers with me. Good morning, Powers.
Toot, brother. How you doing?
Doing good, dude. I'm excited about today. Today's going to be a good show. We got so many things lined up for you. I got a new game I'm going to debut. We have that son of a bitch Herb Stratford coming in talking movies with us. Yes. I have a Blu-ray edition of Zack Snyder's Justice League that I'm going to be giving away to doing another round of Last Geek Standing or beat Austin. I don't know what I'm going to do yet as far as the game's concerned.
I thought you just wanted me to jump on him and start throttling him for the live stream.
Yeah, almost. I do have, Austin is essentially our intern for today. Austin works promo. I've actually called Austin Andrew for 2 years now. I don't know. Austin, get on the mic real quick.
What's up, man?
All right. So, Austin, how many times do you think I've called you Andrew, honestly?
Not an exact number, but it's definitely more than I'd like to admit.
Right. And why have you never, and this, I've never had this conversation with him. Why have
You've never cared.
No, I did care. I'm terrible with names, but why did you never say anything ever?
You know, man, I don't know if it was just to F with you for a while or if
You
I was
definitely
just...
were not effing with me.
No. I just wanted to...
I need you to be real. Okay, so here's the deal with Austin today. I'm turning your mic back off, Austin. All right, so the deal with Austin today is he is in Beef Vegans boot camp, okay? He's been working as a promo kid here for the cluster for a couple years now. He's a good dude. I will say that. And he got a passion for radio and rock and roll. The dude looks like rock and roll. And I know this as well. So, you know, since he's been setting up promo events, tents, things like that, he hasn't necessarily had any on-air experience. So what are we going to do? We're going to teach him how to do this today, but we're going to do it the hard way. So, Austin, you hear me, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Your first mission after you successfully, the first challenge, I guess, is to successfully join the video stream that we're recording right now.
Absolutely.
Which you're not doing that yet. So after you do that, then your next mission, your second mission, I should say, is to get me a story that you can report on. Okay, so that's what we're going to be checking in with all morning long. You got your laptop, you got your internet. You essentially are just a reporter of mine.
Sweet.
Right? A correspondent. So I need you to figure out how to get into the live stream, A, and then give me something worth talking about, B. Now, I have a bunch of stuff. So it's not... I just want to be clear. I don't need you for this.
Thanks. That's really reassuring, Beef.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, you know, Power sees. I got a 10-page script. I got so many things to get to today.
Oh, of course.
I'm very excited about the content that I got already, but I want to see what you could bring to the table. So that's your challenge. Your mic's back off. Okay, so that's what's happening here with Austin and so much more. And let's just get right into the music because I got the Morning Moron coming up. I need to talk about Monkey from Corn. Good news coming out of Florida for a change. Our Morning Morons coming out of Florida as well. And of course, tomorrow is the 20th anniversary of 9/11. And the consultant asked me, like, what are you going to do about 9/11? Like, what do you want me to do? Go back in time? I'm not going to do anything. How are you going to address it? I'm like, Jesus. I've been doing morning radio for over 12 years. I've done so many 9/11 shows.
Yeah.
You know, and it's so depressing. But I did think about this. There's a lot of our audience listening that doesn't even remember what 9/11 was like. They were too young to recall exactly the moment that the attacks happened and everything. And I will say this to those kids who don't remember 9/11. First off, good for you. Secondly, I feel really bad because the world we were living in before 9/11 is completely different than the world that we live in today, and is all because of, you know, ramifications of what happened that day. But the main takeaway of that day that kids will never understand is that for the entire day, the entire world froze. Now, we went into lockdown recently, so I guess that would be, last year with the pandemic, that's the closest we've come to, but it wasn't like a dead stop. It was a slow screeching stop, and then we were sitting at our houses locked down for about a week, and then we said freedom and went out and started making out with strangers. But the day that 9/11 happened, the weirdest thing about it was the entire world stopped what they were doing, and they watched TV, and they could not tear their eyes away from the TV for at least 8 hours straight. It was frozen. It was frozen. It was, you're full of fear and anxiety. I still remember the feelings I was having that day. I remember hearing outside, I was in Flagstaff, just random screams, people, frustration and fear and terror, sadness. So it was an energy that was unlike any others in such a bad way. And I'd never seen it before, and I haven't seen it since. But the entire world at that time all stopped and looked at the TV. So that was my takeaway from 9/11. And honestly, that's all I'm going to talk about for 9/11. Okay. I got my tinfoil hat on. I'm one of those conspiracy theorists. And I really honestly think that the conspiracy theorist world that we live in today, so divided, all the QAnon, all the craziness that spurred from that started from right then and there, started what could possibly be the big lie. And then it fed into everything else. And now we got this wildfire of sorts that spread it across, the entire world. And now nobody knows what to trust.
Ignorance is spreading like a wildfire.
Yes, it is.
Can I lighten the mood?
Yes,
related to 9/11 somehow? I will.
Okay, yes, please.
So I'm from New York. I was in New York on that day, going to school in New York City, on my way to go to school as all this stuff is happening, getting dressed, getting ready. And yep, very hard, shocking. The world freezes, like you're saying. But let's just focus on then what happens the next few days. Aside from let's talk about politics, let's skip all that.
Right.
The next few days is you've never seen a prouder bunch of Americans. We could just say proud Americans, whatever, but proud people, proud, having national pride, being together is like, really holding hands, getting together, being kinder, being sweeter. I was already back in New York City within days because you got to just keep going. It was quiet.
Yes.
Quiet, but people were nicer for a long time.
Yeah, they're
about
unified.
a month, and then it was back to get out of my way. I got something to do. That sort of thing. But it was a big thing. A lot of people have come together because of it and in spite of it. So there is that.
There you go. Yeah, there are positives that come from tragedy. So well said there, Powers. All right, let's get into our music. Get ready for the morning moron and everything else. Hit us up if you just want to say hi. 600 KFMA. That's how we do. Speedfigure presents live on Rock 102.1. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I'm back here live. Oh, now the mic works. Oh, we're back here live. Sorry. It's Friday. We've been having fun on this Friday. You see the show open. We've been messing with Austin. Austin, I sent you an invite, dummy. Get on it. I can't hear you. I don't have the mic on, but I want to say hi to everyone that's streaming. And the reason why we're getting everything behind is we were just recording our next score report, which is fantastic. A dude named Chuck reached out to me and Tiffany, and it could end up being one of our most entertaining score reports yet.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, we were cracking up the whole time. So that's what was going on. And it's good to see all you streamers on a Friday. I hope you had a bunch of good plans lined up as we get situated. Let's say hi to Austin, everyone. He's basically been the intern on the show. And I've been giving him a lot of shit. And we're going to continue to give him shit until he becomes the best in the biz. And that's going to take a while. So when I say take a while, like a year of me giving you shit. Yeah. Oh, I should turn your mic on. Maybe. All right, go ahead and say hi to everyone.
What's up, everyone?
All right, nobody cares. So that's Austin, and we're going to have him do a news story next, actually, because Herb Stratford was set to come in, but he has to do a doctor's appointment, so I got to message him. And, yeah. So we got all these things going. And are you ready for this hour, Powers?
I am ready for an hour of power with my own namesake right there. Yes.
Yeah. So we got to address everything. Who's that? Mike says, yo, Austin. That's good. Eric saying, what's up? Oh, we did F My Life. We did your F My Life, Eric. So if you didn't catch that F My Life, I'll play it for you here in a little bit.
Yeah. I think he did. I think he made a comment. They played his thing at like 7, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we did F My Life at 7:10.
Remember, friends, also share the stream. Hit them emojicons and all that stuff. But hitting that share button really helps things out. I just shared it in a comedy fans group. Share it to your various groups.
Nice. Now I got to step up our comedy game.
We'll do it. Don't worry.
You better be funny, Austin.
Right?
Austin, say something funny real quick.
Something funny.
No, come on.
You said that very slowly.
Yeah. All right, he's on the spot. We're testing out Austin here. All right, you give us a joke there, Austin.
Okay, I got one for you. What's the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea?
What is the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea?
You never seen a garbanzo bean pea?
Is that your answer?
Yeah. Give me the joke. Give me the punchline.
That's a good.
Now, the answer is I've never had a garbanzo bean on my face.
Okay, that's.
You had chickpea on your face?
Dude, every day.
That is
okay.
Just, there's a lot to unpack there. It's true.
Woo!
That
All
was
right, let's put him backstage and we're getting ready to go back on the air. Get ready for a story here, Austin, because you're up.
All right, Van Halen fans. So Wolfgang Van Halen has finally spoken up about fans who...
Rock 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents live on this Friday morning as we're hanging out here. I got Austin, who's been our resident intern today, and we've been kind of putting him to the test all morning long as our street reporter. So, Austin, I think it's time for you to give us some more news. So let's try it out. Let's go.
Breaking news.
Alrighty. So
From
Van
Main
Halen-
Street to your street.
I think you just blew this thing wide open.
God, I love the local news. Every summer they tell me how to beat the heat, and every summer it works.
So, what are we doing? Are we just jumping right into this? Or
You can't hear the intro music, Austin? What's going on with your headphones?
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
So
You're
what?
you in the headphones right now?
No, it's good now.
Okay.
All right, so you couldn't
There we
hear it before. That's why you were talking all over the intro music.
Yeah. No, I got it figured out now.
Give me a pen. Powers, give me a pen. That's strike one. All right. Let's
Strike
see.
one.
Yes, the strike one. And you don't want to get the third strike. You don't want to know what happens after the third
Big
strike.
kinda do
red
know one.
pen.
All right. So get back into the story, Austin. What do you got for us?
All right. So Wolfgang Van Halen has spoken up about fans who want him to replace his father in Van Halen, claiming that it's rude of people to assume that.
That's true.
Yeah, I agree. And he just simply doesn't want to live in his father's shadow.
Oh, that's good. I don't think he can fit in his father's shadow, to be honest with you. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Wolfgang. He knows it. He makes jokes. I talked to Wolfgang. He's a super nice kid, but I am concerned because he seems high risk. All right. So what else did he say?
That was pretty much it. Like,
that was your whole story, man.
Well, you give me a short amount of time. No,
I gave you a short amount of time when you bore me. Now you actually have me engaged. This is your time to shine, buddy.
Well, I mean, he's pretty much saying the same things, like the original members thought about getting back together with him as their guitar player, but he was like, no on that. So, and I agree with him. I think he should do his own thing.
Nobody cares. All right. So that was pretty good. Austin's doing okay. We'll see. Go back to the internet and see if you can find something better and fresher. If you could do that. Can you do that for me?
I think so.
All right. See, I believe in Austin. Before the show is over, Austin is going to deliver killer content. He was so close this time. So close, yet so far away.
It's all right. Just a little extra effort there. Get the footnotes ready. You never know when there's going to be a follow-up question.
That's true, because there will be follow-up questions. Like, that's what I want. Curiosity moves conversations forward. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. And we have more questions to ask all coming up. And we're also doing our live stream on Rock 102.1's Facebook page and on YouTube, youtube.com/beefvegan. If you want to join in on the fun, keep it here because we're here till 10 on Rock 102.1. I said it again. Clear.
My bad about the intro. I didn't realize that I had turned it down.
That's fine, dude.
Distracting me.
Yeah. Mecca said, Austin, you rock like my grandma.
And she's dead.
And she's dead. You bring as much energy as my dead grandmother, Austin.
Nice. I like that.
You're crushing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Crushing it. Totally.
Yeah. All right. Get back to finding out news stories here. All right. and get my music going.
But I'm putting emojis in the comments section.
And I got Todd trolling here. Todd, are you at your laptop? Might as well pop in here on a Friday. I'll invite Todd Marley because he's been trolling me already
I
today.
can see him.
I get a couple texts, and he's my curmudgeon friend. Yes. So Todd Marley, he called in earlier when we did the a-hole karma of the week. There's another karma story. Have you seen this about the Karen in Nebraska who was coughing all over people?
No.
Okay, so this happened in Nebraska. It's a lady that you could tell had tons of filler on her face. You know, one of those. She's probably in her 50s, trying to look like she's 30, but she turned herself into a mutant. And so she's walking around a grocery store without a mask, which is fine. It's Nebraska. They don't have mask mandates. Very strict there. So there are people who are wearing masks and there's people who are not. But then there was an altercation with her and a family that were wearing masks. She said some snarky comment and went back and forth. And then she started coughing at them.
Wow.
Right? Yes. And that's the one thing. It's like, you know, pandemic or not, it's just rude to cough on somebody.
Yeah.
If you have allergies, which she tried to claim it was, or, you know, anything, something gets in your throat, you cover your mouth. You get taught this as a small child.
Vampire cough. Like a vampire.
Yeah. So she didn't do that. And she was a huge asshole instead. And that went viral. Well, it turns out, surprise, surprise, this woman is from Arizona.
Oh, joy.
The Florida of the West. And since it became viral, her bosses saw this.
And
now she's unemployed.
Yay!
Yeah.
So I imagine, so these people, this happened and they just start recording this, what's going on.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You gotta love idiots that just, what do they think's going to happen the second that phone comes out? And they're just like, I got you. And they just keep going.
I don't know.
Right? I don't understand it.
You see Todd Marley trying to fix his hair?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, way better.
This is fixed.
Is that fixed?
This is technically fixed.
Right. Well, what were you going to add to that as far as what the comment mean? Wait, this is supposed to be fun. You talking about the stream in general or Austin's segment?
Listen, you listen. This is
Degrading
supposed to
Austin.
be fun, and you literally gave me work when I tried to call in and enhance your show.
Yes.
I listen. This is crossing some lines now.
No, it's not. These are friends helping out friends, right? So that's like I thought you guys are contributing to help out the cause, which is to put on a great show.
Okay. Good morning.
There you go. There you go. You get high this morning.
You'll wake and bake.
Good morning, Jennifer. It's good to see you on the stream, love.
It's just my medicine.
Yeah, that's good. Austin, do you see Todd Marley smoking on the stream right now?
I do.
Nobody cares, Austin. Get out of here.
Oh, wow, Austin. I think I care. I don't know if I care yet. We're not at that point in our relationship yet.
That's true. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Now you can hear him. That was my bad. You got to tell me if you can't hear him.
I thought I mentioned.
Yeah. No, well, I didn't pay attention. So
paying attention is overrated.
Okay, dude, give me a recap on this dude who we shared. We did this story because we could talk about this right now. The guy that harassed the teenage girls.
Oh, finding his other thing, but yeah, he like that went on well on into that dude.
Why do you dress
like? I think I'll save that for Tuesday. I'll do a whole "You're Not Helping" segment.
Okay, good. All right, yeah. So for those of you on the stream, we just did this break before we went on the live stream. And this guy that you're seeing on the stream right now, just some guy who was walking by, saw a bunch of teenage girls in bikinis, got semi-aroused in front of his wife, and then offended and said, "Hey, how dare you do this in the name of the Lord? You guys are celebrating pornography. You should wear a t-shirt when you swim like me because I'm fat." He didn't say that, but that's what I'm taking away from it.
Mm-hmm. Applied.
Yeah, and then he dropped a bunch of Jesus lines, holy roller, scripture bullshit, and then they went back with "Why don't you gouge your eyes out," which is a biblical term. So they schooled him on that, and then he flipped from being religious to being American and saying it's freedom of speech for me to tell you to cover up. But by the way, are you thinking about getting pregnant? You better not abort it.
Oh my goodness!
Right? I know we're hitting all the hot topics today.
Apparently,
right?
That's ridiculous.
What do you have to add to that, Austin?
I think it's hilarious. I see people like that all the time. The protesters outside of concerts bringing up the religious stuff, talking about how the way people are dressed and the music they listen to. It's hilarious to me. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nobody cares. All right, so that's Austin again, and Brian's saying that guy has strong beef vibes. He does look like we could hang out. Like that's what disappoints me. Is like he's a little more fit than I am, but this is me in Rocky Point. But I'll tell you what I don't do. I don't tell girls how to dress. Ever
and cover up
what we want.
Put
more women out there half naked, please.
Yeah. In fact, actually, like if I see a group of girls laying in bikinis on the beach, I'll check them out peripherally. But if they look like they could be even anywhere close to like under 18, then I'll look away. But if they look like they're 25, I'll keep looking out of respect.
That's a respectful thing to do. Out of respect.
Yeah. This is where we're at. Is
self-respect, maybe?
Yeah, we're being woke. And speaking of woke, Miss America will now judge the contestants on the health instead of beauty. Did you hear about this?
No.
What?
What are they going to take CrossFit?
Yeah, this is a real thing. Austin, what do you think about this?
I actually haven't even heard about it.
Nobody cares. So
are they gonna like have a doctor on stage now and just like come up and be like, well, her blood pressure is right on point?
Yeah, that's we're gonna take your temperature. 98.6 degrees. How perfect.
This is a different way to be creepy because they're gonna be judging them in their bikini contest to be like, oh, she looks really healthy up top, really healthy on the bottom, not so healthy in the middle.
Oh my goodness.
Start taking the measurements, doing fat ratios. Like, this is not appropriate. You are far too skinny now.
Mm-hmm. Are they going to cut the bikini contest out?
No, bikini contest
so they're going to have
still
the bikini
in.
contest, and they're going to say, well, this show is based on health.
Yes. And
right.
say,
Well,
look how healthy she looks.
Yeah.
Right? If you have the bikini on, the doctors get full access right there. Like, it's a lot easier, frankly. It's a time saver now for the show.
Actually, it's almost like you jumped ahead. You're right. They announced the new slew of judges that are going to be hosting and being part of the next Miss America. They are, in fact, doctors, very credible doctors.
Can I ask this? Sexy doctors?
No, not necessarily. So here's the doctors that are going to be involved in judging the health of these contestants. We had Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil, and Dr. Drew.
Are you serious?
Absolutely
the trifecta
crushing.
of horrible idiots?
Yes.
Oh, no. Is that real?
No, it's not real.
Oh
It's
my
a joke.
gosh, I was about to say, get Dr. Teeth in there from the Muppets. There's some doctors.
Yeah, Dr. Dre is going to be like, yo, that bitch is healthy.
Yeah, I'll have some Doctor Who. That'll be great. He'll say this one's timeless.
Yeah. What do you think of that joke there, Austin? The Dr. Dre joke.
I'm not going to lie. I actually spaced out for a split second.
God damn it. Damn it, dude. This is so Austin. Austin is a trip. Because, he's typical rock stoner, bro. But yeah,
wrong.
The one thing that I need you to do when you're doing this gig and you're training is to pay attention.
I have been. There was just a split moment right there where I spaced out.
Yeah?
Not going to lie.
Okay. No, I know you. I'm glad that you're honest. The split second, that was a very important split second. That's when I dropped my Dr. Dre joke.
Yeah, but your jokes usually don't.
Up. You're fucking done. You're goddamn done. Sorry, Powers. You're in. How dare you, Austin? Your mic's off until I want to make fun of you again. Hey, bring a guy in, give him an opportunity. What's he do? He talks about chicks being on his face and then he shits on me.
I was going to say.
Yeah. Your mic is off, Austin. Nobody could hear you.
Those sound like things that you would normally go for.
Huh? Those are normally things I would go for, but the way Austin does it just hurts my feelings, man.
Damn it, Austin. Stop hurting Beef's feelings.
I'm
Beef
sorry.
has
I'll
one
be more
feeling,
careful.
One.
Yeah, and you heard it.
You heard the single feeling.
I know. All right. Oh, Todd, thanks for checking in. I'm going to get back on the air. I don't like the audio for over the air yet on this, but it does sound good. You and D-Rock should pop in like this more frequently since you got your home studio set up and your microphone set up. What do you guys think on the stream?
You guys are literally interrupting me in the job that pays me. So sure, keep doing it.
I appreciate you doing that. It's really good.
All right, I'm out. Later.
All right, take it easy. Say bye to Todd, everybody. It's Todd. Again, your mic's on, so nobody cares if you say bye to Todd. Oh, okay. All right, well, give me another story because you have a minute. That's something good.
1 minute.
Cool.
All right.
All right. No. I'm saying you got a minute. Do it. Yeah, give me some.
Oh, well, I got something written down. I can
good.
get a little more details if you want.
Okay, no, actually, give it to me now before you go on here.
All right, so after 14 years holding the Labor Day box office record, Rob Zombie's Halloween has been surpassed by the new film Shang-Chi, bringing in $94 million over Labor Day weekend.
Okay. You know any other movie news? Like what's coming out this week?
Okay.
New stuff that's out this weekend on Hulu, on Netflix.
Just streaming shit.
Streaming shit and what's coming out here.
Okay.
We're gonna be live on here, so I'm cursing.
Yeah.
You gotta get to know this.
Honestly, I can tell whether or not, and then you drop an F-bomb. I was like, oh man, I hope not.
Yeah. I got the dump button. All right, 8 seconds. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Did you have your powers? No.
Just a smidge.
All right, just I'm glad. I got a little gassy on this Friday. You know, my air conditioning almost went out this week. It was one of those things where it was like rolling over difficultly.
Yeah.
And every time that would kick over, like it would be on every like 30 seconds to a minute, you would hear it and feel it, try to like roll over and keep going. And when that happened, the lights would flicker. And so my lights kept flickering. And so it was a big deal. So we called our landlord, which happens to be my girlfriend's brother-in-law. So luckily, and said, hey, you know, this thing's about to give out. He's like, I got a guy. I love this guy. You know, give him a call. So I give this guy a call, and he's like a massive dick. Huge. Like I call him like, he's like, hello? Who's this? I'm like, hey, what's going on? I was told by Paul to give you a call. Oh, who is this? I'm like, this is Brad, you know. He's like, oh, okay, you know, whoa, what's the problem? Like, it's going out. I need you to check it out. I'll get to it. Click. I'm like, oh, all right. And then he calls me back. He's like, text me your address.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess he just
right. So he hung up on me before he even asked my address. I'm like, that's weird customer service, but okay. So, you know, he calls back, asks me for my address. I text my address. He's like, I'll come by tomorrow. I'm like, okay. So he's like, what time? I'll be there at 9:30. Can't do that. I do radio. Okay. Well, what time can you do? I do 10:30. Okay. I'll be there at 10:30. Sounds good. So from yesterday, after the show, I rush home to see this guy. He's not there. So around 10:45, I give him a call.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I call, he answers. And he's like, who's this? That's how he answers. This is his business phone. Right? And I'm like, it's Brad. Who? I'm like, Brad, you're supposed to come by my address. Like before I even finish like saying you're supposed to be coming by my house and everything. He's like, he goes, address. And I'm like, I texted you. He's like, tell me your address. When I gave my address before I gave the address, like, yeah, you're up next. I'll be right here. And then click. And then I hang up. And I'm like, so I text my brother-in-law. I'm like, hey, this guy you love is kind of a dick, man. And he's like, oh, yeah, he's from the East Coast. That's why I love him. I'm like, you could give me a heads up.
Was that all? He's just suffering from, he's from the East Coast.
Yeah. Now, look, I understand. Being on the roof, fixing ACs in the summertime,
yeah,
super hot, you're gonna be irritated. And if you're working on something and your phone rings, it's a little irritable. But at the same time, it's like, hey man, it's kind of a job, right? That's your business. Yeah. And so he, again, my brother-in-law was like, I love this guy. You know, the no nonsense attitude. I'm like, it's no nonsense attitude. Basically told me to go F myself, and that was no nonsense about it. But okay. And then when he came over, finally, you know, he actually was a nice guy. After, you know, I opened the door and he's just like, he texts me because the door doesn't ring. And he's like, I'm here. And so he's irritated. So I open the door and he's like, what, your doorbell doesn't work? And I'm like, no, man, my doorbell doesn't work. I'm sorry. He's like, let me in. I'm like, okay. So I let him in. And he's just like, feels cold. like I was just a lying a-hole. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I still have air conditioning. It's giving out though, you know. So I give him the rundown. And then after all those experiences, going back for offering water, he goes check it out, fixes it. There were a couple issues, and everything was good. He was nice. But this was the whole example leading up to it. It was like a fantastic.
So fun. I love. Well, you know, the Disney stores really ruined a lot of the customer service. We all expect a bit too much. I think I like a guy to keep it real.
Yeah, I do like a guy who keeps it real. I mean, I like to keep it real myself. All right. Well, I begged. Well, maybe I cut myself out on the audio. Maybe that was the case.
No, because you could hear you, but it was just like intermittently.
Right, like it's fasting.
Yeah.
That's when I hear intermittently, then I immediately think fasting.
Oh, okay.
That's yeah. No, I don't know. It was doing it yesterday after or at the end of the show too.
Yeah. So everybody, yes, hold on a second. For everybody listening on the stream, if you can hear this, I did send an email to my engineer again, reminding him again to please give me a new computer. This computer just can't handle any of this shit. And I prefaced it with "I love you," and I continue to remind him, "Hey, I'm on your side, buddy. I love you. You're my friend. We're friends. Don't make me send Austin over to you to tell you stories about stuff he found on the internet, because I'll do it." Right, Austin?
Absolutely.
There you go. Your mic's still on. But yeah, so Gittins, you still there?
Money.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not. I have to start offering tips.
All right, they say it sounds better now, though.
Yeah.
So is it because we were going into the
Who knows?
radio at the same time?
Who knows? I don't know.
All these people
Right
probably
after
still have
Todd
radio.
left,
It's like, I'm confused.
Yeah, maybe it was Todd who messed it up. Maybe it was me. But I appreciate. I mean, we still had a bunch of people sticking around watching the stream. So you guys are troopers.
Yeah, heck yeah.
It just goes to show it doesn't matter what we do on the show. You guys are just gonna hang out and talk amongst yourselves. So I appreciate that too.
Yeah, it sounds like that one of the.
Yeah, but Gittins, never
Right?
Gittins. Here, next time you can message me on the StreamYard. Never call me while I'm on air to tell me about shit that's on the stream. Nobody. Well,
I called you while you were off there. It just rang and rang, right?
Well, no, I was still on air. That's why it rang and rang and rang. But yeah, next.
I didn't realize that, but I'll pay attention to it.
Okay, I'm not mad.
I'm sorry.
All right, so it was whenever Todd left, and then it went.
Yeah.
So it was.
Yeah, isn't that weird too, Todd? Like my camera stalls and the others don't, and I'm inviting you.
That too.
Yeah, I've been noticing that here for a couple weeks, and it's super weird because I mean, I'm hosting the stream on this computer that is plugged into my camera, and I invite you guys via email.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, your video is smoother than mine. It's a trip.
Odd.
I know.
And my computer is also 11 years old.
Yeah. Oh, shit. All right. Thanks for calling.
Oh, my bad, dude.
You're all good,
Gittins.
Gittins.
I didn't realize you were on there.
No, you're all
I just
good.
wanted to let you know.
And you did. Thank you. All right. Here is F My Life from this morning. Eric's F My Life is featured in this F My Life.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward.
It is awkward. Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Happy Friday. Time for your Friday editions of F My Lives. These are emails submitted to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. You ready to weigh on these, Powers?
Can't wait.
All right. First one is from Dan, who lives in Midtown. Said, today while entering the building I live in, I walked into my neighbor who winked at me and said, last night must have been great. After I asked why, he said he could hear my girlfriend moaning and screaming and that I must be pretty good at it. I was just coming back from a week-long work trip. Oh, infidelity is key this morning. Jeez.
That is horrible.
That is horrible. Sounds like an F My Life.
It certainly does.
All right. Next situation. Today I found out that someone had peed in the bottle of Febreze that we keep in the dorm bathroom. I found this out when I sprayed it on my coat to get rid of the weird smell. F My Life. Powers, what do you think?
Absolutely. Not the worst thing to happen. That's a prank, but that's a pretty crappy prank.
Yeah, it is. That's dorm life, though, right?
That's dorm life.
I guess it could have been worse.
Yes.
I've heard
it could have been much worse now that I think about it. Yes.
Yeah. All right. But it probably would have clogged up the bottle. All right. Next situation. Today, this is from Eric and Marana. Today in my boxers watching my favorite show, Lucifer, on Netflix, I all of a sudden hear a voice echoing in my house. I'm all alone and nobody should be here but me. So I pay no mind to it, thinking that I'm just stoned. Yet I hear the voice again, and it's male, and said hello. Startled, I said, Lucifer, is that you? Going to my door in my boxers, I hear, no, it's UPS, sir. What do you say there, Powers? F my life?
I'll be honest, you know whose life is the UPS guy really in that situation. He's the one that's dealing with all these lunatics.
That's true. He's delivering a package, and now he had to see your package.
That's
Not
right.
cool.
No,
you know
thanks.
what? I'll let Austin weigh in on one of these. Austin, do you think that's an F my life?
Nah, it's a little embarrassing for I think both parties, but it's not.
All right, nobody cares. All right, next F my life situation. Today, my husband let me know he felt I was ignoring him by jabbing me in the right ear with his meat stick while I was zooming with my mom overseas. That reminds me of the movie Scary Movie, right? And the glory hole scene or whatever.
Yeah.
It pokes in the ear.
Oh my goodness.
That is actually hilarious. Do
I
you
think
think that's
that's
an F my life?
You know what? You don't want mom seeing your man's manhood, I don't think.
That's true. All
Especially
right.
via Zoom.
Austin, I care again. Do you say F my
Oh,
life?
do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Totally.
There you go. Your mom knows why you married this dude. All right. Final F my life of the day. All right. Today, I met my girlfriend's very religious parents for dinner. Somehow, we got to talking about her groin hernias that were repaired as a baby. I never knew she had hernias repaired and then said, but she doesn't have any scars down there. There was a long, awkward silence. This is something I would do.
Yeah, that's you know what? Yeah, putting your foot in your mouth in front of mom again, those parents, they're not going to want to hear any of that.
Right.
They're not going to want to hear any of that.
That seems like an F my life for sure. It made dinner awkward for the rest of the night.
Absolutely.
All right, those are excellent F my lives. Keep those emails coming at beefvegan@kfma.com. Coming on KFMA, Beef Vegan Presents. Tom DeLong says if you want to learn how to play guitar fast, all you got to do is take off your shirt and jacket. Right? That's a Blink-182 joke. Yeah, well, legitimately, he was being interviewed in a magazine, and he talked about his secret to playing guitar fast is, jerking the irkin.
You mean the gherkin?
Yeah, the gherkin. Okay. See, I never use that phrase. I'm more graphic, but I had to recall that I'm on the radio right now.
Very true.
Now, he was joking, but, at the same time, he wasn't. He went on to talk about how his guitar style and play, he feels like insecure around other people that he plays with, like in Angels and Airwaves, until there was one time where he said, like, playing guitar is not easy, especially doing it good for hours. And, the secret, it's all about masturbating. And that's the only way you do it. If you don't masturbate, you can't play punk rock, which I totally don't disagree with. And I think actually masturbating makes you better at a lot of things. It makes you better at radio. See me clicking buttons and stuff.
You are fast.
You know my secret now.
Fast with those fingers and wrists.
Yeah. In fact, I attribute it to all my talents.
Oh.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. I know. And all right, moving on to music news. Coldplay's Chris Martin says taking mushrooms confirmed his suspicions on the universe. Which,
I'm very suspicious of the universe.
Right. And I wonder what his suspicions were. Now, he was interviewed recently, and when asked by Pete Holmes if he ever taken psychedelics, he said only once. On mushrooms, and he said he loved it and it was good, and it sort of confirmed his suspicions on the universe. And he was like, yeah, okay, that seems to be true. But then he went on to say, I don't do so well on drugs and alcohol. It messes with the music, and some people it enhances it. For me, it doesn't. And I would say this, I don't know, Chris, have you heard your music? If I was your manager, I'd be like, shut up and eat these mushrooms, nerd. Back here. Oh, get ready for it, because it's a coming. What's a coming? Oh, a little bit of everything. I got the question of the day. The question of the day, Powers.
Go on.
Why do pop punk bands hate this town so much?
Oh, this town sucks.
Yeah.
That's what I'm pretty sure.
That's the answer. You'd answer the same way there, Andrew.
Yeah.
Austin?
Yeah, Austin.
I swear to God. What we talked about in the show open is legit. I've been calling Austin Andrew for years now. 2 years at least. How long have you been working for the company?
October 2019.
Okay. So in
Oh,
October
math's on us.
2019.
Okay.
So yeah, coming up on 2 years. And he's just been other Andrew to me.
And he was so. Firstly, you were calling him other Andrew when
No,
he's not
it's-
even an Andrew at all. You thought he was a different Andrew.
Yeah, I just thought he was
Wow.
Andrew, dude. He's in a band with Andrew.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Oh.
did you get us confused because we are in the same band?
Rock
Or-
102.1, we're on the air, dude. Gosh, Austin.
Yeah?
I'm so mad at you.
No,
Not.
He's doing fine.
Yeah. I love how Powers is like the comforting mother, right?
Trying
I'm going all bad cop on
That's
this
true.
kid, trying to whip him into shape. And
I'm
then
hiding behind this monitor and being like, "You're doing a great job."
yeah, you're coddling him, Powers. That's not going to help him.
I need
You're
that
right.
balance, you know?
Yeah, he likes to get whipped, right?
There it is.
Of course.
See?
That's beside the point. you know?
Right. All right. Nobody cares. I'm going to take you off here.
Good lord.
All right, so here's a question I'm going to ask you again, Powers. Why do pop punk bands hate this town so much?
Again, I think same. This town sucks. Everyone, wherever you grow up, everyone thinks it's a black hole wherever they are from,
Right?
and that is, I think, a lot of these young pop punk bands when they're in their youth coming on up. Boy, they sure hate this situation they're in. I hate this town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, somebody was very clever, put together a mashup of bands like A Day to Remember, Boys Like Girls, All Time Low, Simple Plan, Fall Out Boy. They all complain about one thing: this town. Don't believe me? Check this out.
I hate this town. And make peace with an empty town. Let's leave this town be. How was your chance to get out of this town?
This town.
We're not gonna waste another moment in this town.
Not this town.
That will be the downfall of us all. This doesn't look so bad. With my friends in this town, I resent. You gotta smile that you like this town, and we might need it. Walking on the grass and I can see this town. In a town with no way out, there's not much else to do anyway. Walking tall in a small town, full of yourself when you're feeling down. See your smile out in town, and our shirt that you sport woes me. You are the last good thing about this part of town.
It's part of town. That was Fall Out Boy. Like I said, these pop punk bands, man, they hate this town so much.
I sure do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that was brutal.
I know.
Just was that a little tidbit of what that all is?
Yeah, no, you know what it was? It was a great way to lower the bar and lower the bar low enough so we could have our friend Austin come in and entertain us with some content. What's the news that you got for us today, Austin? Let's hear it.
So, after 14 years of holding the Labor Day box office record, Rob Zombie's Halloween has been surpassed by the new film Shang-Chi, bringing in $94 million over the Labor Day weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah, unfortunately, that news was news on Monday or Tuesday, I should say, because we had a 3-day weekend. And you're saying it wrong. Powers, please tell him how to say the title of that movie correctly.
Okay, what is it?
Wait, which one?
Say it again, Austin.
Is it Shang-Chi?
No, he is saying, I've been saying it wrong because I'm from New York. I'm all like, hey, you got to check out the Shang-Chi movie.
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi's really good. No, it's Shang-Chi. He's correct.
Is he correct?
Oh, I felt like an idiot after last week. I was like, oh, you got to see this Shang-Chi.
Shang-
Shang knows.
Not wrong all the time, Beef.
Yeah. See that? I'll cut his mic.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Stuff. Nobody
Get out of
cares
town.
if you're right or wrong.
Get out of
Austin.
this town. What are you thinking?
Jesus. Your mic is off. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll wrap things up with your beef tip and then get ready for this weekend because we're about to party.
Woo.
Clear? All right. We've been messing with Andrew all morning long. Austin all morning long. Have you know? Well, actually, I think I just played this clip. I guess the caffeine's wearing out. I'm ready to eat, to be honest with you guys. And then go to the U of A game on Saturday. That's going to be a party. And that's pretty much it. We had a good week. Let's pull the phones here. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
This is Mark. How are you today?
Good. What's up, Mark?
Hey, well, I just figured out a name for you want to rename Austin. How about you just call him Powers Austin?
Powers Austin? Well, we already have the Powers, but I see what you, I
How
see what
did
you
we
there.
not realize that joke hanging in front of us all day?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Austin Powers. It's our Austin Powers Friday.
I've heard that way too much throughout my life.
I didn't know if there was like a trade right thing on the, reversing it would be okay.
Yeah, so they couldn't sue us. The big lawyers over at the Austin Powers camp.
Yeah.
Still talking about that movie 20 years later. I know. That was actually a great observation, Mark.
I did when I was going through school because my last name's Powers, so I used to get it a lot. And then I was friends with a guy in the hallway named Austin when we pass each other. High fives, the Austin Powers. We just do that.
Nice, yeah, baby.
Want to know how nerdy I am?
Oh yeah.
I went to my prom because of that, dressed like Austin Powers,
That's
and then
amazing.
I did the whole dance. It was great.
Well, I forgive you now.
What you say, Mark?
I said I forgive you now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and it doesn't surprise me, Powers. I mean, you're the king of nerds.
That's right. It worked.
Yeah,
it worked.
Thanks to call, Mark. Appreciate it.
Well, you can call it the power hour or whatever.
Yeah, it's power hour.
I'll take it.
Yeah, don't you have a power hour? Do you do a powers hour?
I have laughter hours. That's right.
Laughter hours, yes. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for all the ideas, Mark. Don't sue us if we steal them. Yeah, take it easy. Speaking of low-hanging fruit, I actually had that comment said to me yesterday. I was talking to Mac, and I did this segment called Razor Burn because Razor's been talking shit about me, man, on the air, and I caught him doing it.
Yeah.
So we did this whole breakdown. He said I didn't know anything about Black Label Society.
Yes.
So I did this whole rundown of how I know everything about Black Label Society, and I called it the Razor Burn. And so Max said he was talking to the consultant, and the consultant said, "How many years have we known Razor?" And he's like, "Oh, like 10." He's like, "And we've never thought of that." Right? Like this guy, this beef, man. And it was right there. It's low hanging fruit. So at the same time, like they're complimenting me, but it insulted me at the same time. Like, it's so stupid. We couldn't even think of it because we're not that stupid, but it's clever. It's clever. He thought of it, and that is good for him, but it's so stupid. It takes an idiot to come up with it, and we didn't see it. And it worked. It worked so well. Gosh, we got to start thinking more stupid.
It shows how much effort they're putting into some of the creative endeavors around here.
Right.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
That is a pretty simple pun.
It is the simplest of puns.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, I want to tell you guys this. This is big news. I got a couple big announcements. I want to tell my streamers first. First and foremost, the Tucson Roadrunners about to do their whole gig. That's happening in October. And the other day, the president reached out to me while I was doing a show saying, "Hey, I need to talk to you today." And I thought to myself, I'm like, "Oh, shit. Am I going to get fired from this Roadrunners gig?" Because that's my go-to, right? I believe that I'm going to get fired whenever someone reaches out to me, like, "Oh no, here it comes." But I didn't get fired. That's the good news. And even better news, they're like, "Hey, we want to do this promotion we've been thinking called Beef's Cheap Seats." That means they want to give me an entire section in the Tucson Arena on weeknight games, like Friday night games, to where it's nothing but us. All the listeners, supporters of the show, the tickets will be half price, like super cheap. You're talking like $7 for a ticket.
Wow.
Come out. Let's pack an entire section. That's my section. That's our people, right? So we're going to do Beef's Cheap Seats. And the first game is going to be on October 29th, which happens to be Halloween weekend. Yeah, so that's a big deal. So since that's Friday, October 29th, it's the last weekday before Halloween. Halloween lands on a Sunday this year. And every year when I did my show up in Phoenix on Halloween, I would do a specialty show. I would play nothing but bands doing covers, right? And the concept of that is it's bands dressed up as other bands.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll give you an example, like one for the Rock 102.1 audience. Like the Disturbed Sound of Sickness was a cover of Simon and Garfunkel, Sound of Sickness. Nirvana, Lake of Fire. My favorite cover. That's one of my favorite covers, and that was of the Meat Puppets.
Yeah. Zombie, that's like still getting regular play. Who just redid Zombie a little while ago.
Yeah. Oops. I'm gonna fire that off. I had my endorsement, but okay. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. So yeah, there's tons of covers that could be played. Yeah. So Rob Zombie, Helter Skelter, you name it. And the idea is I'll play an all cover show that Friday morning. Powers will be here. We'll have a good party. All the music's going to be covers, and that's awesome. And that's added excitement and hype, something I could promote throughout the week to lead into the keyword that people would need to get Beef's cheap seats, because I'll give it away that Friday morning as well.
Heck yeah.
Let's get added ears. So, it's a master plan of how can we maximize potential. That's what it is.
Smart.
Yeah.
What
Now,
are you going to dress up as for Halloween?
I'll need your help on that.
I will help you out.
I'll tell you what, Powers.
Yeah.
I'm terrible dressing up for Halloween. My girlfriend, I don't think she's ever had a relationship around Halloween time. She's always wanted to dress up as a couple.
Okay.
I told her I would give her one time to do the dressing up and matching as a couple.
Oh, what are you gonna be?
Bullshit. I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm not even a fan of dressing up like you are. You love it.
I love it the most.
Come on, it's Halloween, man. You gotta.
Yeah, I guess.
Couple's costume. You gotta. I can't wait.
Yeah,
be the plug in the socket. It's the worst one. So you know what you should tell her? You should be like, oh, you want to do couple's costume? I got it already. Show up with the horse costume. Be like, you can be the rear end of this horse costume.
Yeah. And then you just smelling my ass all night. Oh yeah, that'd be brutal.
I call that compromise.
That's compromise.
Yeah. The dom and the submissive, Christina. I mean,
oh
that's
my goodness.
We dress up like that every other night. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, so we have to figure it out. And I don't know. She's super creative, but I don't know if she's creative on the Halloween costume front. But she's excited about it, and I did promise her one. So any suggestions, any real suggestions, will be appreciated, and that's what I'm doing this year. So yes, I will. Is Congress doing a Halloween party this year?
Don't know yet. Still waiting to hear about it. Fingers crossed.
Right. Yeah. Well, so if they do a Halloween party that they normally do at Club Congress, then Powers will be the MC and host of that, like he is every year. So yeah, I'm hoping for you too.
Me too.
Yeah, it would be something cool, but they normally would announce it by now, right?
I feel like they would have. So I don't know if they're going to do something different or if they're just waiting a little bit, because it doesn't matter. The thing sells out really quick. They could probably announce it a month early, not even 2 months.
Or even 2 weeks.
Right, honestly.
It's annual, it's tradition, and people will be excited about it. I bet you they're just waiting to see what happens with this variant.
Yeah, right.
Let's get on, and we got 5 seconds. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Thank you guys so much for listening to our Friday show. We had a good time today. All of us except for Austin. And Powers, thank you so much for coming in.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Next week, I have a huge concert announcement that I'm going to make on Monday morning. And then I am going to have tickets for said concert before you could buy them all week. So you want to stay tuned for that. That's happening Monday morning around 7:10. I'll make that concert announcement. It's a big band that we play on this station a lot. You know them well. So that's all I could say. It's a good show. And those tickets, we're going to go like hot fire pancakes. I don't know.
Yeah, like pancakes. Those tickets could go like pancakes.
You can tell the caffeine wore out. And actually, I blame it on Austin. Austin, you son of a bitch. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. All right, you got anything you could say for us before we leave?
I had a great time. Thank you.
Nobody cares.
I know.
That was sincere, at least.
Yeah, that was sincere. Thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget the podcast is available on YouTube. Just search Beef Vegan. Enjoy your weekend. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later. 1 KFMA. Welcome back.
Fish upon a side of beef.
Later, guys.
Will come and end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.